Hello students, welcome to Science Learning Gateway. Today we will start class 10th NCERT Science chapter number 5, that is periodic classification of element. This chapter carries nearly 3 to 4 marks for your board exams. Okay, and this chapter is also from chemistry. So today we will start this chapter. Let's have a quick look on the topics which we have to study in this chapter. First we will discuss little bit about the periodic table. What is periodic table? Why this is made? What was the basis for this periodic table, etc. Next is our Dobner's triad. In Dobner's triad, we'll read about the limitation of Dobner's triad and what Dobner did. That things we will read. Next was Newland's law of octaves. What was his contribution for this periodic table? That we will read limitations of Newland's law of octaves. Next topic is Mendeleev's periodic table. What did this Mendeleev did for the classification of elements in that periodic table? Merits of what was the good part of Mendeleev's periodic table, that we will read, and the limitation, drawbacks of the Mendeleev's periodic table. Next topic is our modern periodic table, which we are studying now. Okay, that is our modern periodic table. Position of elements in the modern periodic table, how elements are placed in the modern periodic table, that we will read, and the trends in the modern periodic table. Very important topic from this chapter. Okay, what are the trends, different trends in periods and group? About those things we'll read in this chapter. So now let's get started with the introduction part. You all know, students, there are 118 elements. Okay, till now we have 118 elements. So it is very difficult for us to read about the properties of each and every element. So what the scientists did, they have classified the elements having similar properties in a particular group or period, so that it will be easy for us to remember the properties or to learn the properties of the elements. Okay, that's why periodic table was designed, so that the elements which are having the similar properties are classified according to the groups and the periods, so that if you will read one of the element in a particular group, we can know about the properties of the other elements also, because they all have the common characteristics or the common properties. Okay, so now let's get started. Matter around us is present in the form of elements, compounds and mixture. In class 9 also we have read that matter is divided into 3 parts, that is elements, compounds and mixture. Elements contain atom only of one type. All the elements, whether it is gold, sodium, magnesium, zinc, calcium, etc., they will contain only one type of atom. Okay, there are 118 elements known to us and all of them have different properties. Okay, all the elements which we have now, that is 118 elements, they all have different types of properties. In future, more than 118 elements can be discovered, more elements can be discovered. To make the study of these elements easy, these elements are classified into few groups in such a way that elements having similar properties are placed in the same group. Okay, to make our study easy, what the scientists did, they have classified the elements in a particular group, so that the elements which have the similar properties can be placed in the same group, and we will learn the properties of all the elements according to that. So many scientists were there who have contributed for making that periodic table. So many scientists like Dobner, Newlands, Mendeleev, their contribution was also of great importance in order to make the periodic table. So first we'll start with Dobner's triad. This triads means, what do we understand by triads? Group of 3. Okay, so what does this Dobner did? What does this our scientist Dobner did? His contribution we'll read now. When elements were arranged in order of increasing atomic masses, what he said, that when elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic masses, okay, at groups of 3 elements known as triads having similar chemical properties are obtained. When he arranged the elements in order of increasing atomic masses from small to big, group of 3 elements having similar chemical properties were obtained. Group of 3 elements were there which have the similar chemical properties, they were obtained. Okay, the atomic mass of the middle element of the triad. His next point was, atomic mass of the middle element of the triad was roughly the average of the atomic mass of the other 2 elements. What he said in the next point, that the atomic mass of the middle element, for example, if we take lithium, sodium and potassium, which is our middle element, sodium is our middle element, the atomic mass of sodium will be the average of lithium and potassium. Means if we will add the atomic mass of lithium and sodium and divide it with 2, so the number what we will get will be roughly equal to 23. Okay, so this is this what Dobner said. He said that if we arrange the elements in order of increasing atomic masses, group of 3 elements were obtained, and the atomic mass of the middle element was roughly the average of the atomic mass of the other 2 elements. For example, if we will add lithium and sodium's atomic mass, we will get, if we will divide that with 2, what we'll get? We'll get the atomic mass of sodium. Okay, now we'll read about the limitation of Dobner's triad. What were the limitation of Dobner at that time? Okay, some of the limitations were there, some drawbacks were there, which we'll read about that in this topic. Only 3 triads were recognized from the element known at that time. Okay, generally what Dobner did, only he said about few elements, not about all the elements, only few elements that time he said about their properties and all, and other elements he didn't recognize also. Okay, so it's only 3 elements, means only, suppose we have three elements like this: lithium, sodium, potassium, it makes 1 triad. Calcium, strontium, barium makes 1 triad, and calcium, barium and iodine makes 1 triad. Total how many elements we have in this? 9 elements. So he only said about the 9 elements. Other elements were not recognized by him. It failed to arrange all the known elements in the form of triads, even having similar properties. Okay, he could not told about the other elements in the form of triads, because if having similar properties, he could not explain the properties of other elements. Even they are forming the triads, they are forming three elements like in triads, but he could not explain their properties. So this was the great limitation of Dobner, which he could not explain. Next is our Newland's law of octaves. Okay, now we'll see what he did, what he said. According to Newland's law of octaves, when elements are placed in order of increasing atomic masses, he again took that atomic mass as factor in his contribution also. The physical and chemical properties of every 8th element are repetition of the properties of the first element. What he did, when he arranged the elements according to increasing atomic masses, the physical and chemical properties of 8th element was similar to that of the property of the first element. He compared this to the octaves found in music, called it at the law of octaves. For example, the properties of lithium and sodium were found to be the same. For example, we have that musical notes sa, re, ga, ma, pa. Like that, he also has that musical note, and in that he said, he's observed that the property of the first element will be similar to the property of the 8th element. For example, lithium will have similar property with sodium. He also did some mistakes, some problems were there in his classification also. So now we'll study those things in the limitations of Newland's law of octaves. Dobner's law's problem was solved by Newland, but Newland also has some problem. We'll study about those factors in this topic. It was applicable only up to calcium, only for lighter elements. This law was applicable only for the lighter elements, not for the heavier elements. So it was applicable only till calcium. According to Newland, only 56 elements existed in nature, and no more elements could be discovered in the future. But later on, several new elements were discovered whose properties did not fit into law of octaves. So what he said, only 56 elements are there in nature, and in near future no more elements can be discovered. But now we can see there are how many elements? 118 elements. So this point also was wrong, given by the Newlands. Okay, our next point is Newland adjusted 2 elements in the same slot. Means he placed 2 elements in the same slot, same box, but this is wrong. Now we can see in the modern periodic table only 1 element is there in 1 slot or in 1 box. So what he did, he placed 2 elements in the same slot in spite of having different properties, are in the same slot, and these are placed in the same column as fluorine, chlorine and bromine, which are very different properties than these elements. What he did, he placed that cobalt and nickel in the same slot, and they are having different properties, and these cobalt and nickel were placed in the same column as fluorine, chlorine and bromine, and all of them have different properties. So these are the limitations of Newland's law of octaves. And again, the Newland's law of octaves problem or limitations were solved by Mendeleev. Mendeleev played a great contribution in designing the modern periodic table. His many ideas were accepted for designing the modern periodic table. Now we'll see what Mendeleev did. According to Mendeleev, when elements are arranged in the order of increasing atomic masses, elements with similar properties occur at regular interval. He also said that when elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic masses, the elements with similar properties occur at regular intervals. The elements having the similar properties will occur at regular interval. The properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic masses. Means the physical and the chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. The physical and chemical property will depend on atomic masses according to Mendeleev's. Mendeleev periodic table is based on the chemical properties of elements. It contains 6 periods, that is horizontal rows, and 8 groups, that is vertical columns. What he did, he divided the periodic table into 6 periods and 8 groups. Periods means that the horizontal rows and the groups means the vertical columns. For example, this is our periodic table. Okay, so these are the groups. From top to bottom, if we'll move from like this, these are the groups, and from this side, if we'll move from left to right, these are our periods. Okay, the groups are like this, and periods we have to move from left to right. Okay, now we'll read about the merits of the periodic table. What were the merits in the Mendeleev's periodic table? Okay, some gaps were left for the undiscovered element like gallium, scandium and germanium. What he did, he left some gaps, some spaces for the undiscovered element, the elements which were not discovered at that time. He left the spaces for them. Which elements were not discovered at that time? Like gallium, scandium and germanium. Second point was, it predicted the properties of several undiscovered elements on the basis of their position in the periodic table. What he did, he predicted the properties of several undiscovered elements on the basis of their position in the periodic table. Okay, according to the position of the periodic table, he predicted about the properties of those elements. Noble gases could accommodate in the Mendeleev's periodic table without disturbing the periodic table after discovery. Noble gases were discovered very late because we all know they have completely filled shells. Okay, so they are discovered very late, but those noble gases can also be we can fit in that modern periodic table, and they will not disturb the other elements also. Okay, now we'll read about the limitation, but some of the problems were there in Mendeleev's periodic table also. So let's see what are the limitations or what are the demerits of the Mendeleev's classification. Position of hydrogen atom was not correct. Now also we are not sure about the position of hydrogen atom, whether it is a metal or a non-metal, whether we should place it in group number 1 or in group number 17. Okay, the position of hydrogen atom was also not correct. Next point is, position of isotopes were not decided. Isotopes, their position was also not decided in Mendeleev's periodic table, like chlorine 35, chlorine 37. These are the isotopes. Okay, they have the same atomic number, but their atomic masses are different. Position of some elements with lower atomic masses before with higher atomic masses, means some of the elements which are having the higher atomic masses, they are placed first, and the lower atomic masses are placed after that. Like that also he did. For example, nickel has 58.7 atomic mass and cobalt has 58.9. So what was there? Cobalt was placed before nickel. It is having a low atomic mass. Then also it was placed before our nickel. Okay. Okay students, let's have a quick revision on the topics which we have discussed today. There are 118 elements till now, and the properties of all the elements, it's very difficult for us to read. So what the scientists did, they have designed the periodic table in order to make our study easy. In Dobnier's what we have read, he said that elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic masses, and group of 3 elements having similar chemical properties are obtained. And what again he said in the second point, atomic mass of the middle element was roughly the average of the atomic mass of the other 2 elements. Limitation of Dobnier's only 3 triads were recognized from the elements known at that time. It failed to arrange all known elements in the form of triad, even having the similar properties. These were the limitations of the Dobnier's triad. Next, we will read about Newland's law of octaves. What he did, he also said that when he arranged the elements in order of increasing atomic masses, the chemical and physical properties of every 8th element will be similar to the first element. Okay. Limitation of Newland's law of octaves. It was only applicable up to calcium. According to Newland, only 56 elements existed and no more element could be exist in the future. But now we can see that there are 118 elements. Okay. third point is he placed the two elements in the same slot. For example, cobalt and nickel, they are having different properties. Then also he placed these elements in the same slot, and again in the same, and with the elements like fluorine, and bromine, he placed them in the same columns. Next periodic table is our Mendeleev's periodic table. According to Mendeleev, when he arranged the elements in order of increasing atomic masses, the elements with similar properties occur at regular interval. The properties of element are periodic function of their atomic masses, according to him. Okay, according to Mendeleev's, there are 6 periods and 8 groups. Merits of Mendeleev's periodic table: he left some gaps for the undiscovered element. He predicted the properties of several undiscovered elements on the basis of their position in the periodic table. Noble gases could accommodate in the modern periodic table without disturbing the periodic table after discovery. So these were the merits. In limitation, what we have read, that position of hydrogen atom was not decided, not correct that time. Position of isotopes were also not decided. Position of some element with lower atomic masses before the higher atomic masses, means the elements which are having the higher atomic masses, they are placed before the lower atomic masses. Okay student, today we will read till there only, and the rest of the topics we will cover in the next video, that is in the part 2 of the video. Till now you can copy the notes from this so that it can be helpful for your preparation for the board exams. All the notes are covered from your NCERT book, so you can copy these things from in your notebook for the exams. Thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe my channel Science Learning Gateway, and share this video with your friends so that it can be helpful for you also and your friends also. And our next video will be part 2 of the same chapter, and rest of the topics will cover in that chapter.